Welcome back everybody, Kai Swans here with another episode of Erste FC Nürnberg. And well, this is probably going to be the last season. I'm sure you've noticed there hasn't been many episodes in the last few months. I had a couple of months off Football Manager. In total I was working and having a bit of break and so on. But I'm back again, and as you saw the other day, I released the Community Shield final, or German Super Cup, whatever it's called. That was already recorded months ago, but I forgot to render it and upload it. So yeah, I did that the other day. Apologies if that's so late. And then now this is the proper start of the last season. As you know, in that game I went for my transfers and everything, so I don't really need to do that. There's just one new signing. Here he is. I got David Ospina in for on loan because he's slightly better than the keepers I have now, and I thought, well, since this is probably my last season now, I might as well go all out and try my best and not think about long-term games, but try and win right now. I've been trying to get some guy from Real Madrid, Brandt, the Bayer Leverkusen winger at the start of the game. But this will be my final season, I reckon, unless I suddenly find out I have loads of time left, because FM's coming out in roughly a month, as in debate will be out in roughly a month, and I'll see how much time I've got. Probably be one last season, might be two. And the main aim this season is to retain the Bundesliga and go really far in the Champions League. So last year we obviously won. Let's have a quick look. We can look in Bundesliga and then where is it? Stages, and then go back a few seasons. So in our first season in the Bundesliga, we just missed out on Europa League qualification on the last few games. We didn't quite push hard enough, and yeah, we dropped out. Well, 7 points off Europa League qualification. Bit disappointed, but you know, it was our first season in the Bundesliga, so that's quite impressive. And then the next season, we did amazing. We came second place in the Champions League. That's really impressive in my opinion. I was really pleased with that season. Our goal difference was not very good back then. And then last season, the big step happened. We won the league. It was absolutely insane. And yeah, I'm really pleased. And this season, well, we've only played one game against Köln. We beat Köln 3-2. We scored 3 really early goals. About half time we were 3-0 up, and then we got a red card. Krikic got sent off, and yeah, it all went downhill from then onwards. There you go. There you can see it. Yeah, they scored one, then they got penalty from our red card. Krikic getting a second yellow card. But yeah, we won the game, which is an important bit. We also won the German Cup first round with a fairly reserved team, 3-0. And our friendlies were all right. As you saw, we lost the Super Cup on penalties, a bit disappointing, but not too bad. Transfer history, let's just have a quick run through. So this is what it looks like. I've been trying to sign a couple of amazing players, but I can't really find anybody. So this is about it as a summary. Yeah, I'll show you the team for our game today. We've got, oh actually I can go into match preview. We're playing against Dortmund, obviously one of the few really big teams in the league. They may not perform very well, but they always can beat you, because the quality of their squad is insane. So they're who I'm playing now. I've got Spina in goal, Gronoset in for Krikic, and Gronoset's ahead of Strukovic just because he's more defensively and mentally stronger. So yeah, that's good. Then Lindsay Rose and Gregory are my centre-back partnership. Gregory is a brilliant centre-back, it turns out. He's got all the good attributes, and yeah, he's not too slow. So those two are my centre-backs, and then Tim Leibold on the left. Playing the defensive 4-3-3 with Leitner and Eras as my more defensive midfield partnership, and then Enga Kobo, my beastly 20-year-old. Look at his 18 accelerations, and he's going to be amazing. Give him time. Lian and Tennessee are my two inside forwards, and then Timo Werner up front. Tennessee's been wanted to be sold, but I like him too much, and actually saying that, I'm going to play here. There you go. That'll be the one change I'll make, I think. Yeah, and then that's the team then for today, because footed wise, here, where does it say attributes? Here he is right footed. Yeah, he's right footed. So yeah, that's what I meant. He's right footed. I'm trying to remember this. It's been like 3 months since I played the save, so it's all a bit lost on me. Some of the youth players, I'm remembering them slowly. I was going through them. There's a couple in the under 19s I've got to show you. Where are they? Here. Daniel Gonzalez, brilliant. And there's also likes of Alan Bedia, the German defensive mid we got from Hertha, if I remember correctly, history. Yeah, from Hertha, 3.8 million, but look at him, he just looks brilliant. He's got some brilliant attributes all round coming through, everywhere. He's just making progress. Corso, the striker, the Australian, got in on a free transfer if I remember. Algair, Gonzalez showed you. Luke Morley, English left back, he's left winger. He's actually come through our own academy, despite being English. Quite interesting. There's some brilliant players coming through. So yeah, I'm excited. Unfortunately, I probably won't be able to go much further with these guys, even though there's a lot of them. But yeah, I'm going to get into game against Dortmund. So here's the Dortmund side we're up against. Some very familiar names. Eva Fossum even, the Norwegian midfielder, box-to-box midfielder. He looks pretty decent, certainly mentally really good, especially considering he's only 22 years old. Jorginho, another decent player. They've got a lot. He's more technically gifted, and that guy's more mentally, and they both run up and down the box. Marco Reus, obviously everyone knows him, fast as all hell. Yeah, Caleri, the striker that West Ham I think now have in real life. Matthias Ginter and Mats Hummels, a very demanding German centre-back partnership. Certainly worried about them, and yeah, trying to break them down will be difficult, but hopefully we can do something because we've got a very strong team as well. So yeah, I'll show you if something happens. First proper event in the game is and in the 10th minute here, Jorginho edge of the box into Caleri. Caleri shoots, hits a crossbar, and Ospina saves. Ospina brought in just to be a slightly higher quality than Wildsmith for obvious reasons. Wildsmith plays in the Championship in real life, whereas Ospina plays in the Prem when he does play. But yeah, it's nice to nice to have someone a bit more experienced in goal. Dortmund with a throw in here into Hummels. Mats Hummels out to Wendell. Wendell on the left flank into Jorginho in the box. Nice pass. Gilson scores. Well, we are away to Dortmund, so I'm kind of expecting a poor performance and maybe a loss, but not this soon. So here we see Wendell getting on the left flank, passes it into Jorginho. Jorginho, nice first touch pass into Gilson. Gilson steps around his man. Who is that? Just dummied him. Gronoset steps around to Gronoset, puts it in the far side of the goal. Yeah, a bit helpless in that. It was a really nice play by them, getting the ball out wide really quick and into the box. Quick sharp passing. It's a really well worked goal to be fair, but unfortunately it does leave us trailing 1-0. So I've gone for the more narrow 4-3-3 now, just to try and change it up quickly. It's only 25 minutes gone, but luckily my attacking three are versatile enough to just switch it up like this, and hopefully they won't be expecting this, and it'll cause a distraction, maybe give us an advantage in this game and help us score a goal. They've got another chance now. Gilson gets tackled by Leitner. Leitner's on the yellow card in case you hadn't noticed, but Lian's got a counter-attack here. Engakobo can use his pace. He can't. He's tackled by Jorginho. Jorginho to Marco Reus. Marco Reus gets past his man. Forward to Caleri. Caleri shoots. Gilson on the rebound, scores. Second goal for Gilson, this time assisted by Caleri, and this game is not going very well, is it? Here we see Reus dummying his man, 29. I can't figure out it is. Leitner, no, Eras. Pity, because Eras has been with us the whole time. Caleri's shot is bounced back off one of the defenders, but Gilson gets there for the rebound, and it's 2-0 to them. This game is going very well. This Gelson Martins guy does look pretty good. 18 flair, 18 acceleration, 18 technique. He's pretty good, but saying that, we've got a chance. Berkey saves. So here we are. I've officially lost the plot. I'm playing a 3-4-1-2. So trying to make the most of our attacking options by pushing, almost getting like 3 strikers and 4 behind. So basically taking one of my defenders out of the game because my fullback was playing terrible here. Tim Label, he wasn't having a good game, and yeah, pushing as far forward as I possibly could. Here's our first attack since the transfer change. Werner gets the ball to Leon, to Werner. There's options ahead of him, the 2 wingers ahead of him, back to Engakobo to Eras, Engakobo. There's not many options out wide. Is a problem with this tactic, having 3 centre backs. Maya, oh, he nearly made something out of that. I may end up pushing my 2 fullbacks wide, so I've only got 1 centre back technically, but I've tried that once before and it always seems to fail, and our highlights seem to be over now. And Dortmund have an attack. Maya picks up the ball as a winger, forward to Werner. Werner is cut out, back to Rose though. Rose out to Leitner, but it's cut out by Wendell. Wendell costs to Pulisic gets the ball in, Reus on the rebound. Right then, I've snapped, I'm going to change it all. So here you are. I've now moved the 2 centre-backs out wide, moved the defensive mids back a bit, the wingers forward, and hopefully we can just get a goal back. Basically I've got nothing to lose now, so I've snapped and gone all out. Here we are, they've got the ball now between their centre-backs. It's very interesting watching the tactic. There's my wing-back forward, my other wing-back's in deep enough to get the ball. Gronoset passes it back to Ospina. Ospina out to... Ospina forward to Engakobo. Engakobo out to Eras. Eras gets tackled by Fossum. This is where it gets problematic when Dortmund attack. It's not really the best tactic for handling attacks, is it? They luckily missed. Come on, we have to get a goal. I've made it as about attacking as we can get. We're now playing a sort of a 3-3-4 or something. with basically 4 strikers. I've got Ngakoba as a shadow striker. You can see it here. I've moved my defensive mids forward as well. It's just lines of attack basically. Leitner cut out, 3-0 full time. Well done Dortmund. It's just ridiculous. They don't do well in the league. They don't beat everybody else, but they can just thrash us because why not? They're just so much better. But then over the course of the season they just do badly. It's really annoying. But yeah, that's it for this game. And I'm guessing this episode, I'll do the Champions League group draw quickly. We'll see our group and then we'll decide what the next episode will be. So here we are, it's a Champions League draw, and since we won the league last season, we're top seed despite having a really bad coefficient, worse than anybody in the top 3 seeds actually. We'd be belonging in this seed with the old coefficient and drawing system, but because we won one of the best leagues in Europe, we are in the top seed. Obviously last season we lost to Real Madrid in the first knockout round. That was really unfortunate, but hopefully we'll be able to top our group this year and get through a bit easier, find some easier teams to play in the second and third round, and yeah, hopefully we can get somewhere in this competition. I'm not expecting to win it. I'm expecting maybe quarter-final, semi-final, make a good run of it, win the league, and that'll be a super successful season, just to show Bayern that they're not undefeated. So Nürnberg, obviously we've got our own group. We can't be drawn with Barca, Real Madrid, Porto, Inter, Man U, Zenit or Monaco, so that's a bit of weight off our shoulders. Unfortunately, we are left with the likes of Arsenal, Man City, Juventus, Atletico, Paris Saint-Germain or Chelsea. Out of those, I don't really care who I get. They're all terrible, so I'm going to draw in the first 3 and then we're going to see who we get. We can't get Bayern and we can't get Leverkusen. Out of those 3, Man City, Chelsea and Paris Saint-Germain. Definitely not Man City. Chelsea, that's just as bad. But yeah, next group, as long as we don't get Napoli or Roma, I'm not too displeased, I think. Apart from that, the seeds doesn't really help. Maybe CSKA Moscow won't be too bad to get, so we'll see who we get. It's not Napoli, it can't be Napoli, and hopefully not Roma. CSKA Moscow, that's not too bad. And in this group, don't want Celtic, but they're probably just overrated due to being from the British Isles, so we sort of view them slightly bigger than most of the places. Galatasaray, PSV, don't want either of them. Don't really want Anderlecht. Gothenburg would be great. Steaua Bucharest, Dynamo or Pilsen, one of those 4 would be amazing. So who will we get? Steaua. There, that's not bad. Not the super strong team. In fact, it's clearly Nürnberg and us for being the top teams here. Moscow may have a better seeding than us, but their players are they're not got much strength in that. They've got, where is he? I'm trying to find their keeper. Here he is, Igor Akinfeev, very famous in FM and around the world of football. Fabio Contreras, they got him from Real Madrid. Clearly signed him quite recently. He's decent, decent all round. Who else? Ermonenko, I recognise that name. A bit of an old guy. Who else do I recognise? There's a few players. Admin Musa even. Ooh, he's fast, very fast. Gotta watch out for him. Neustädter, I think he's from Schalke or something. He's always transfer listed at start of saves. Yeah, Schalke. So a relatively decent side, but I'm not overly worried about them. I'm gonna play until the end of the transfer window. Probably not live. I doubt I'll sign anyone. If I do, I will show you. But the next episode, provided I don't sign someone, if I sign someone, that'll be in this episode. But the next episode will be, tell you what, it'll be a double header against Chelsea. That sounds like fun, doesn't it? Yeah. And then the episode after that will maybe be, depending on how qualification goes, if that game's important for qualification, it'll be, we'll see there. We'll see that when we get there. But the next episode is a double header against Chelsea in the Champions League to fight for that top place in the Champions League group. The last team, we just want to have a quick look at Steaua Bucharest just for the sake of equality. Varela is their key player. I can't see much about him, but he looks alright from the stats we can see. Michu, everybody knows Michu, everybody likes Michu. I will be worried about him though, but nice to see him back. And Bafétimbi Gomes, they got a couple of ex-Swansea players. Obviously nobody likes Bafétimbi Gomes. Anybody else of note? Raul Navas, and the centre-back. I can't think where I know his name from. History, he's probably transfer listed at some point or something. Nobody else really stands out overly, but yeah, hopefully we should be able to dispatch them fairly reasonably alright. And yeah, I shall either see you for another transfer or see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Sorry to see this episode's been really rambly. I haven't done this in months. I've got to get used to it, got to get warmed up, remember to talk. Yeah, it's been hard. There's going to be a lot of editing involved in trying to get out all the rambliness, but I hope you enjoyed anyway. Give it a like if you did, and thanks for watching, and goodbye. So, there was just one piece of business to tell you guys about. I've sold Filip Stokovic. He wasn't quite good enough anymore, for 2.5 million to Freiburg, which is fairly good, and naturally we had to get in a replacement, who is this guy, Nelson Semedo, on loan for the season. He looks brilliant. Look how fast he is. He's quite strong. He's quite mentally really well rounded. Got some decent stats. A really good player, and I might even sign him at the end of the season, but obviously I don't really need many long-term players, A, because I got an amazing youth, and B, because I'm probably not playing any more seasons. So yeah, that's the end of the transfer business. I'll just quickly show you the total transfers over the summer. So we got 5 first-team players basically. They'll all be starting key games anyway. Maybe Batchdup isn't as quite as important as the other 4. And then on the outs, a whole load of backup players like Will Keane, Hong Jung-ho, Mark Reiter, Bloom, here Adam Smith, Hanno Behrens, and lastly Filip Stokovic. A whole load of backup players have just gone out, got some money for them. Andrew Martins. And overall we've made a 12 million loss, so our finances sit okay. We made a profit loss so far this season, but with 100 million in the bank we're fine. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, hope you enjoyed, and see you against Chelsea here at this game. Sorry, I've played a bit ahead, you can quickly see them, but yeah, see you guys in the next episode.